America, you are beautiful and you're turning 250 years old. I'm Chuck Barham, president, co founder of Freedom Square, the Freedom Chamber, 13 Stripes Digital Media. And to my right over here, to my left, whichever way you're looking on the screen, it's Tom Sadeka, our CEO and co founder, the guy that put everything together inside of Freedom Square and the Freedom Chamber. We've brought a big group, a gaggle of people around us to talk about what it's like to be an American, what it means to be an American, and what it means to celebrate 250 years of our beautiful republic. Tom, I'll let you have the first word here as you're on camera with us today.
Thank you, Chuck, and I want to thank our fellow members, friends, proud Americans joining us today to celebrate America. It is a truly an amazing time to be alive and to see what we've gone through. But this is a time to remember what a truly great gift God has given us with the United States of America. And we want to take this opportunity to just share and celebrate our country. And we're asking our friends to share a couple of minutes of express their wishes and recollections and celebrating America. And we are praying for a safe and joyous 4th of July and birthday for everybody ahead. I will get in line behind my fellow patriots and share my story and my wishes for America when you see fit. And I would love to start with our co-host, Rod Martin. Rod, please.
Well, it is glorious to be here for our 250th. I was about 6 when we had our 200th. So I'm glad to still be here. I hope to make it to 300. And look, we live in the most amazing country in the world for many, many reasons, but the chief most being this. The American Revolution is the only real revolution in history to that time, or for the most part, ever since. Your graduate school poli-sci professor told you the opposite. He said that it was just a colonial uprising and substituted one elite for another. And the real revolutions were the French and the Cuban and the Chinese and the Russian. Wrong. All of those have one thing in common. They actually transferred power from one elite to another. And that new elite ruled its people every bit as much as the one it displaced. In America, we didn't just get rid of a king or dukes or earls or any of that. We actually created a means by which the people of this country can peacefully overthrow their government every 2 or 4 years, which is really a kind of remarkable thing. And it has sparked the most incredible upswing in human productivity, inventiveness, and opportunity the world has ever seen. There is nothing else like it. And if you want to see a hockey stick chart, as has been so popular the last 30 years, look at the chart of global GDP from about the time America got started to today. It is straight up after centuries of flat. That is the genius of America. Freedom allows human creativity. And without that freedom, everything is stultified, everything is broken. So we can thank our founding fathers and we can be grateful that we live in the greatest country in the world.
Amen, Rod.
Amen. Thank you, Rod.
Well said. Let's turn it over to Dean Owen here, our other co-host of the Business Pulse. Dean, your thoughts?
Well, first off, I'm glad to be celebrating with the brothers and sisters of the Freedom Chamber because this is a truly historic day. And now that I know Rod has dated himself, I'll do the same. I was 9 years old when we had our 200th. So, 250 years ago, a group of ordinary people did something absolutely extraordinary. They declared that our rights didn't come from government, they came from God, our Creator. That simple idea has changed the world in so many ways. When I think about what America means to me, I don't first think about our wealth, our military, or even our history. I think about our opportunity. I've had the privilege of serving this country, building a business, helping families, and watching people from every imaginable background pursue dreams that simply could not pursue in many other parts of the world. America isn't perfect. It never has been. It probably never will be. But our greatness never came from perfection. It has come from our willingness to keep striving towards ideas that founders of this nation, liberty, personal responsibility, faith, hard work, and the belief that every generation should leave the next one something. As a CPA and financial advisor, I spend my days helping people building financial security. But I've come to believe that real wealth is much bigger than money. It's strong families, it's integrity, it's healthy communities, it's the freedom to build, to create, to worship, to serve, and to give back. The freedoms we enjoy today aren't free. They were purchased by generations of Americans who believed that some things were worth sacrificing for. Our responsibility is to be worthy of that sacrifice. So as we celebrate America's 250th birthday, my hope is that we don't simply look back with pride, we look forward with purpose. Let's build businesses that serve people. Let's raise families with character. Let's love our neighbors. Let's disagree with respect. And let's leave our children an America that is stronger, freer, and more hopeful than we inherited. Happy 250th birthday, America. May God continue to bless this remarkable nation.
Thank you, Dean. Tom Sedeka, our CEO, co-founder. Have at it,
Thanks,
fun.
Chuck. Well, since we're all dating ourselves, I was 15 or 14 at the bicentennial, and I'm getting to feel like I'm the old man on this this call. Anyway, um, I, I'm a first-generation American. My family, my grandparents and parents escaped Lithuania after the Soviets invaded in 1944, and both families had to leave with 24 hours notice and left everything behind. Each grabbed a suitcase and ended up in displaced persons camps. And my mother's side in Poland, and then ended up in Germany, and my father's side in Bavaria. And they waited there 5 years before they were invited and could come to the United States. And upon an invitation, sponsorship, assurances that the adult males will be working, they were allowed in. And so when I was raised as a child, I was given a very interesting background, taught the respect of our heritage and the history of the tyranny that led to the mass migration that occurred at that time. But at the same time, too, I was taught a tremendous amount of love and respect for America because of the opportunity that it gave our families to continue. And so now, celebrating America's 250th birthday, it is a real deep, emotional time to take into account what this nation has given so many, and we have so much forgotten and have lost our way in understanding, respecting our history. And so going forward, I pray that America will open its eyes and realize what they truly have as a gift that we've got with freedom and liberty. And just so grateful. So happy birthday to America. My fellow friends and patriots, wishing you a safe and happy and wonderful 4th of July. Thank you.
Tom, thank you. Laz, how about you, bud? I think you guys, you and Tom kind of run the same path there in my thoughts.
Yes, sir. Gentlemen, it's a genuine pleasure to be here for multiple reasons. And first and foremost, that we're celebrating the upcoming birthday of our nation. And it's very special to me because I never thought I'd be here. Because when we celebrated our 200th birthday, I was in the communist workers' paradise of Hungary. And just a year later, I escaped and I ended up in the US legally, mind you, legally. So I came here and I've been enjoying the freedom and the opportunities this land offers to everyone. And that's what I think the biggest thing and the greatest thing we can celebrate, because no other nation in the world, current or past, had the same opportunities and offers the same opportunities to anyone, regardless of the background or education, where they came from, that this nation offers. So that's what I like to celebrate over and over again and enjoying it over and over again. And I hope it's going to continue for 250, 1,000 years in the future, because there has nothing been created by human nature that compares to our republic. And I honestly hope that this will go on, and many people will be able to enjoy what we have been given and we are enjoying. So thanks again, gentlemen. Enjoy the special day, and let's continue to celebrate.
Amen. Thank you, Les.
Les.
Old Glory Bank, Eric Olhausen, your thoughts.
Well, great to be here. It's an honor to be able to talk about what makes America so important to me and what it means to me. And to me, America is so much more than a place or a country. I mean, it's both a mindset, it's an environment that promote happiness and growth, discovery, and what allows people the opportunity in America to achieve their potential fully is that we have both freedom and liberty, and we have the freedom to pursue our desires and to do what we want, and we also have the liberty to do so in a environment that is free of structural constraints, so long as we're respecting the rights of others. And what's so wonderful about that environment of America and what America provides to everyone here is that it's not an exclusionary system, that's limited just to people with a legacy here. It's as Ronald Reagan said many years ago, that one of the most important sources of America's greatness is that you can go live in France, but you cannot become a Frenchman. But anyone from anywhere throughout the world can come to live in America and become an American. And I think it's those unique characteristics of our country that really set us apart from the rest of the world and make America something so worthy of being celebrated and being protected. And I think on our 250th anniversary of this fantastic country, I think it's worthy of being reminded of that we truly are exceptional, and we truly are something to preserve. So I daily always ask, may God bless America, because we've got such a wonderful thing here.
Eric, thank you. Very
Thanks,
well
Eric.
said. Bowtie Medical, Dr. Farouz, the floor is yours, and you've got a story behind you, sir.
Awesome. Thank you for the opportunity. It's wonderful. To me, America is the successful outcome of one of history's greatest experiments, proving that freedom, the rule of law, and the separation of government and religion can create a society where innovation flourishes, opportunities available to everyone, and people are free to pursue their highest potential. In such a society, prosperity is not reserved for a privileged few. It becomes attainable for every willing to dream, work, and contribute. And that's why, as one of the speakers said, our GDP is the envy of the world. I came to America from Iran in my youth, where for more than a century, 120 years, generations, including my own family, have fought to secure the very first ingredient of that experiment, freedom. Even as recently as this past January, brave men and women took to the streets of Iran once again to tell the tyrants that they want to live free. Their courage reminded me that every day that freedom is never guaranteed. It must be earned, protected, and strengthened by each generation. And therefore, as you all know, over the past decade or so, I have turned my career to find a contribution to this remarkable American experiment to help transform its healthcare. I believe every American should have access to the highest quality healthcare at the price they can afford. By making healthcare more accessible, more compassionate, and more effective, we can improve lives, strengthen our communities, and unlock economic values, both in human and economic potentials. I believe that transforming the healthcare is America's next greatest chapter of value creation and wealth generation, not only in economic terms, but in healthier lives, greater productivity, longevity, and the freedom for every individual to reach their full potential. And that is my 250th birthday gift to this great country.
Well said, Doctor. Well said.
Thank you, Dr. Feroz.
I must say it's an honor to welcome back in one of the original ambassadors to freedomsquare.com. It's Ruth Edmonds from the Center for Christian Virtue. How are you? Good to see you. We really want to dive into what you're feeling, how you're thinking, and what America's 250th birthday means to you. And I know you're a proud American. We welcome those thoughts.
Yeah, I am really excited about the fact that God allowed me to be in the earth when America was celebrating its 250th. I mean, I actually remember the bicentennial anniversary of America, and now I get to celebrate the 250th. You know, I've always said America is the greatest country on planet Earth. We are not perfect, never have been, never will be, but people are literally dying to get here. And that's because freedom lives here. And it's because we have the opportunity that no place else on the earth gives you, the opportunity where you can come from nothing, literally, regardless of your background, you know, your heritage, your culture, and really rise up to be the very best that God has formed, made, and created you to be. It is a blessing to be here in America, and it is an honor and a privilege to be able to celebrate America with my other brothers and sisters, my other patriot family members here in America for the 250th.
Hey everybody, it's Kimberly Fletcher with Moms for America and a proud member of the Freedom Chamber, coming to you from Bakersfield, California, where we are setting up for our California tour stop on the US 250 tour, traveling all 50 states, celebrating America's 250th birthday. That's right. 250 years of American freedom, resilience, the American dream, and that is so worth celebrating. I was 10 years old in 1976 at the bicentennial, and I still remember what it felt like that year. It was like an explosion of patriotism, and I had no idea I'd have an opportunity to do this again, twice in a lifetime. How fantastic is that? And now, children 50 years from now, we'll say, I remember what it was like in 2026. And we will carry on the American dream, the spirit of America through the generations. This is a year worth celebrating. So, from me and Moms for America to all of you, happy birthday, America.
It is amazing to be alongside you wonderful patriots and people that understand the value of what America is. It's precious. You have to protect it. And every day I wake up as an American, I'm very thankful to be alongside this guy and Mike Likens, our executive producer, and what we built here at Freedom Square and now at the Freedom Chamber and our digital media marketing company, 13 Stripes Digital Media. So, but I just want to say thank you to everybody that's joined us on this journey inside of Freedom Square and the Freedom Chamber, our founding partners in this. Dr. Feroz, what you're building with our healthcare, it's amazing because that is a true backbreaker right now for American businesses is healthcare. And what we built inside the Freedom Chamber, I think, can really be a good solution for that. So, Tom, thank you. And if you're watching this video, make sure to share it with other people that you know will appreciate and value what America brings to the world, because it's truly a special place. And we thank all the veterans from the past, the present, and the future veterans that have protected her and have kept that shining light on the hill. So thank you. And remember, without 2A, there is no 1A. Happy birthday, America. You are beautiful.
And God bless you guys.
The American dream, full of grit, determination, and unthinkable achievements. Building and owning your own business is a monumental task. A place to find guidance, resources, and connections doesn't exist.
Until now. The Freedom Chamber.
A dynamic and innovative organization established to empower businesses across all sectors. The Freedom Chamber. Find us online at freedomchamber.net. Join us today.